Jai Hind, viewers. We are now completing 1 year of our platform, MRO Digest Forums. In this celebration of our 1 year of completion, we are bringing to you a series of interviews with our members who have been with the forum for some time, so that they can tell you their own story about how things are moving ahead on our forum. Today we have with us Mr. Rahul Singh Matharu, who is the person who has given the technical support to the building of this platform. Rahul has led the implementation of 50 plus software development projects for over a decade for clients around the world via the software company Handy Solver that he founded. Further, he provides technical consultancy via his platform, BringYourBusiness.Online. He talks about emerging technologies, trends in software development, portal development, software as a service solutions, and digitization. So this platform actually, as we has an interactive platform, is a year old, but the basic platform on which this sort of grew out of, MRODigest.com, was set up 3 years back, and it was set up by Rahul's company. So, Rahul, I'll request you to tell us the story from there of MRO Digest. Go ahead, Rahul.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. So it's very nice to be here. And to start with, very happy that the first year has been achieved for MRO Digest and MRO Digest Forums. And it's been nice to see how it evolved over the past year. Because technology is an enabler, but it is the heart and soul of the founder of the idea, the vision that actually breathes life into the platform. So really glad to be here after 1 year, and it's very nice to see how it has grown. So, and further we can discuss regarding what technologies we used, and if anybody is interested in, in setting up their own platform, for example. So what was our journey? So I think it started around 1 year back when I think we were discussing that there's something we would like to do in this domain of MRO, and through discourse achieve some sort of a platform within the country, so that way the MRO discourse could happen and that could lead to results. So I think we were all isolated islands in many ways. I believe you had a good network of people you have like built up naturally over the years, and I think a lot of people had similar interest, but there's no platform where everybody could get accumulated and discuss. So I think that is the origin of MRO Digest, I believe 1 year back, and now it's very nice to see the number of members who have joined, the amount of content related to thoughts and ideas that has been brought in via YouTube and via the website and articles, and the network, how it has collaborated with each other to have led to MRO Digest being where it is today. So yes, I think it'll be interesting to tell what we set up. So what do you suggest? How should we go about it?
Yes, I think maybe first you can throw some light on the original MRO Digest app which you built, where we were collecting news. A little bit of that,
Yes.
how you built that app, and because it was allowing us to put together news articles and publish them with very little effort. It used to pick the article and publish it for us. So maybe you
Yes.
can tell us a little bit how you built that.
Yes, I think that even predates MRO Digest Forums and what all started 1 year. So before that, we had this website, I believe, MRODigest.com is still active. And so the idea used to be that there's a lot of information shared regarding MRO and interesting topics. So I think the requirement was that you would like, I think you wanted to have some sort of a medium where you could easily accumulate them. So I remember that you came with that requirement. So we gave you, we have a software, we have our own SaaS solution where you can upload articles easily, like something like WordPress, but it was our own proprietary solution. And we gave you a login there, and I think you are able to now just pick up a URL on the internet and paste it there, and it would extract the title and the image and the synopsis. And when you would publish it, it would automatically start appearing on MRODigest.com, right? So, so one is we had given you a login to a portal for the content building, and and when you put in the article there, it would actually be exposed by an API. So we also then we use another platform for your website. We built it in on Next.js. So if you see MRODigest.com, it opens very fast. It is very snappy because the website is built on a tech stack, which makes it the tech stack which makes it kind of makes a dynamic website static. So the APIs are dynamic, but that website actually just keeps caching all the articles that you add, so that the website opens in a static form and very fast. So that was a brief idea of, I think, MRODigest.com.
Thank you very much for that description of how the technology behind, because when I use it, it comes across as something which I am using. So
Yeah.
it comes, all of this, what you're saying happens in that. And
Yes.
you're right, it loads very fast. So
Yes.
now this last year when during COVID times and, towards the end of COVID, we decided that, you had only suggested that why don't we make it something interactive? So then you set up the website, and so what was it? What was the technology you used to set up the website? How did you go about the interactiveness, of the
Yes.
website, the MRODigestForums.com? So tell us about that.
Yes. So the requirement at that time was that why don't we build a network? We have a network, but it's not accumulated anywhere. So we wanted to build a portal where you know our known people and friends could, who are linked to this domain, sign up, and there we could have discussions in a forum regarding various topics. So the solution that came to mind was, why don't we, if you want something quick, we went for a WordPress based setup. And so WordPress is a huge ecosystem, and it has many plugins for, so you'll find a plugin to meet your need, every kind of need to some extent at least. And so we focused on what we really wanted. We wanted a membership so that people could become members of the website, and we wanted a forum, and we wanted to bring it up quick. So so we chose an appropriate hosting, set up WordPress there, and I think we had Ultimate Membership. That is a plugin we installed that allowed for easy registration, and membership related all features came in because of that. And then on top of that, we installed a forum of the same company so that it works very well with each other. So so yeah, that is how MRO Digest Forums.com is working. It's working on WordPress, and it's got a couple of plugins, and it's got a theme associated with it. It allows for people to, it's dynamic, it's a dynamic website because it allows the members to sign up and interact via the forum. And of course, the main advantage of WordPress is also that you can put up your articles and your content. You can make as many pages as you want. So all those features are there.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for giving us that. The basis on which you built that. And then I remember you also recommended that we start a YouTube channel, and you set up a
Yes.
YouTube channel. And can you go into the reasons why you recommended
Yeah.
that? And now, of course, our YouTube channel has now is a place where we are recording this interview for not recording it on YouTube, but recording it for YouTube. So, and
Yes.
that's where we are putting a lot of our material in the form of videos.
Yes.
So, what was the logic? What thought process in your mind to recommend a YouTube channel, and what are the strengths you saw at that time, which we are now seeing? So, tell us a little bit about that.
Yes. So there are various mediums through which we can express ourselves, and video seems to be the most effective one. This I've kind of observed personally, and the thing is that we are all having a lot of knowledge, and our experiences are there, but nobody knows about it. So how does somebody know about us or what we want to express? And through videos videos are one of the most effective ways of doing that. So I felt that if you're writing an article or if you're creating a video will have more impact, because a video is just not the content. When you're looking at someone, you're also your senses are also taking the person in, his expressions, right? And the way of speaking something, the emotions might come there. You kind of miss all of that if you're just writing an article. It's so the more your senses are engaged, the more you imbibe the video. And yeah, the video is a much stronger platform, I felt. And if you look at it, it is also easier to some extent. The article, you have to actually work even harder to write an article, but videos are more, you get more output for your effort, and it is more fun, more output for your effort. And it also allows the members to discover themselves in a different way. If you notice, anybody who starts with videos will be very stiff in the beginning, and after a couple of videos they kind of really ease out, uh, because it looks like you get familiar with it. So it leads to growth also, at an individual level, if you're able to do this. And looking at today's era, there's a personality, right? There's a persona you have to develop. The world is always going to look at your content and going to make some sort of an assessment of you. So, like, forget about a good assessment or bad assessment. Even a bad assessment is slightly better than a no assessment, meaning you don't even exist in any form on the internet, because somebody will see, we can give value to people. Our thoughts can trigger value for someone. We just, have to put it out there. If you put it out there, it can lead to that. So I felt, yes, video is the strongest. And I think the YouTube platform of MRO Digest has given a good brand image also, because it shows the quality of people, the knowledge of the people who are associated now with this platform. So yes, videos, I think, have been a very good addition to MRO Digest over YouTube, especially long format. YouTube is long format. Instagram is for short, but since ours is more long format, so YouTube is the best.
So now you used two words. You used the word brand, and then you used the members and their knowledge. So the sense I am getting after 1 year now is that when our members are coming and they are talking on the YouTube channel, we get to know about their wisdom, their knowledge, and insights. And I think that also sort of does a brand building of a person. And
Yes.
so, what are your views on this importance or the relevance of a personal brand building, if I may say? So, your views on that?
Personal brand building has become a crucial thing of today's age. If like we have heard this term influencers. So what are influencers? They're actually personal brands. And even people who are, suppose, even if you're just a youngster who's looking for your first job, even those people are searched thoroughly. You vet their background. So what do you look? If somebody is looking for a job, you will go check out the company that is hiring them, will check out their LinkedIn, they'll check out what all work they have done in the past, what all portfolios they have built, and how they have contributed anywhere. And if there are videos, they will look at that also. So today, every human being has some sort of a personality on the internet, which is roaming around, freely available to everyone to see. And the value is you can derive value by sharing your knowledge in this way on the net via videos and so on. So when it comes to personal brand building, I think it has become a necessity today, no matter what phase of life you are in, because it allows you to express the best form of yourself, and it allows others to understand you, who you are. And in today's age, personal brand building has become, like, even at top positions. I was reading somewhere that they are actually personal brands, like how your personal brand, whatever your experiences are, your past achievements are, if it is not known beyond a resume, for example, or known beyond our colleagues or the organization we worked in, that's a big disadvantage to us. It should be open to the world to some extent, because you never know who's finding what need where, and if they kind of see you in some form, they will get in touch with you. So personal brand is kind of going to, if anybody is working towards building a personal brand, is going to free them up in life, like literally allow them to cross various thresholds, like various levels. So it's a pull factor, it's not a push. Suppose you want to sell yourself, is tough, because you have not built any authenticity or any brand. But pull factor is very huge, where you are okay consistently expressed your ability, or how you can add value, or your knowledge, or and whatever it is, you if you're continuously expressed yourself, somebody will feel that pull factor to you and get in touch with you. So personal branding is crucial in the world. If earlier used to be big organizations with a lot of employees, but now what is happening is that there's no defined way of doing things. The world is such that there are no defined roles necessarily. There's no defined learning path necessarily. Learning paths are getting created real time. So being a personal brand expresses your knowledge to the world, and it's crucial. No matter what level you are at, start doing it. So it's very crucial, to sum it up, in today's age.
Thank you for that. And ever since we have come across this new Chat GPT has come out, and there is this new technology which is now available, and you had introduced me to it, and told me about it initially. So now, as we have been discussing, you are using this as a productivity tool. Can you throw some light on how, for example, in your business, you are able to utilize Chat GPT and such like productivity tools for helping your business?
Yes, so yeah. ChatGPT has changed the world, and technologies like ChatGPT will continue to change the world, and at an increasingly fast pace. So everything how it's done will change, and a lot of it has already started happening. So how we recently started using ChatGPT. So we are a team of we have a team of developers at our organization. So the thing is that you verbally mention something to ChatGPT, it's able to generate an output, which was not possible by just doing a Google search. So if I write some sort of a requirement, like I want a function that is able to do this, this, and this, and I want you to output that in this technology. or in this coding script. So it will create that function and give it out to me. Another instance is that if I have like a database schema, so I paste that entire schema and I tell ChatGPT that I want this kind of a dashboard output, this type of a chart. So I want for that chart, I want to write a query which is able to achieve this in plain English. So it is able to convert that plain English request for a query into the actual query output, which is the code. And when I execute that query output, I get the result I want. So I'm able to generate charts on the go, you can say. So code blocks, it has ChatGPT has the knowledge of all the frameworks of the world. And if I want to say that, okay, like there's something called migration. So if I say to ChatGPT that I want to create this database migration, which is able to create a database table with these fields and these relationships. So it will give me that code in that framework. It could be Python, it could be PHP, it could be .NET, it could be a framework. There are a lot of frameworks like Laravel is there, E2 is there, and Spring framework. So I can specify the framework, the coding language, and what I want, and it will give me the entire output. So the chat GPT is very effective and it is generating these things. Like on Google, if I type it, it's not going to generate an output. So here it is generated. And of course, we have to be knowledgeable enough to assess whether the output is correct because chat GPT also gives wrong outputs. But I would say 70-80% is being very good. And 20% you do have to in fact reply back to ChatGPT that this error I'm getting or this is failing, and then it tries to regenerate it in a different way. It's a little collaborative with the tool. ChatGPT is a tool to help people become more efficient. It is not a tool to replace people. It is going to change the way we work and it's going to increase our output. And again, it's the same essence is the same. What is the purpose? To allow human beings to focus on creativity and less on monotonous tasks. So if you look at code, it's quite mathematical writing code, right? So anything that is very mathematical, logical, and zeros and ones eventually at the baseline level, that ChatGPT is very effective in helping with. So it's very good. It removes the mundane tasking. It reduces our mundane task and allows us to focus on the creativity. If you use Excel, in Excel you have to use formulas. ChatGPT is very helpful for that. It will give you the formula. I like column A as this, B as this, and I want something in C based on this formula. And you write it in English, and it will give you the formula. You can apply it, and many a times it works directly. So yeah, I think that's how ChatGPT has been effective, especially in our line of work.
So
Yeah.
that's an insight. How you actually practically using it to increase productivity, releasing the human your members to of your organization to uh, use creative, become more creative, give more space for creativity.
Yes.
So from what you have said, can you also dwell a little bit on the fears which are there in many people that with this artificial intelligence coming in, maybe what is going to come in the future, we'll see. But as of now, what has come, will it be replacing human beings or will it be assisting human beings? And how is it that people will have to change their approach to work to benefit from it? And the second part of this is how to become, if somebody is looking for employment, how to become more employable. Maybe like an organization like yours, when you're looking for recruiting somebody, how can this help somebody to become more employable? And can you throw some light on this?
Yes, sure. So AI and ChatGPT are just our tools again because they have again they have not come to replace us. They have come to change the way we do things. So even if a particular role gets replaced, uh, it will lead to other roles being created as well. And if you look at all the organizations of the world, they are progressing to become more efficient at what they do, to reduce their cost, improve the quality of service, right? And so all these technologies will be, that is the aim of these technologies, to improve our efficiency at an individual level and as a company as well, and improve our efficiency, improve the quality of service, improve our output. When we look at ChatGPT and AI, like the heart and soul is something that a machine cannot do. For example, if somebody is creating content, is interested in some like MRO. If you're interested in MRO, you can also tell ChatGPT to write an article on any topic on MRO, right? But will it really? It's fine, but is it going to really create some sort of a fruitful interaction, or is it going to really benefit anyone? Because what ChatGPT does is it is playing around with what is already known to the world, right? What is known to people. It's built on the knowledge that people have already put out. So, but it is not creating. It is generating from what is existing, but it is not going to be able to generate something new altogether. It's going to be able to extrapolate existing ideas, existing patterns, you can say, but something that is beyond, like something new, that again human beings have to do. And if somebody is really interested in something, he will find ways to use these tools. So, but he's interested to achieve an end result, right? Which the machine alone cannot do. It has to be guided end of the day. Even to reach an end result, it can help you reach faster, but it has to be guided, and the spirit, the heart, the soul has to be put along with it, right? If I'm building a video, I can say, okay, this is a topic, and this is the output I want, but still I have to give my touch, my creativity at the end. I have to polish it up. That is what makes it mine. So it reduces uh, the the you can say it makes it easier to achieve your goal. It reduces the hard work that you have to put in. But again, you still have to put your heart and soul in whatever you do to achieve a result which is of any value to anybody else, that the machine cannot do for you, whether it's AI or ChatGPT or any algorithm. But we have to keep an eye out. Like if we hire somebody, like the question was raised, what do you look in somebody that you're trying to hire? What we look at is that their genuine interest in the job role that they're applying for. Do they have a genuine interest in all these skill sets that are required, yeah, in that job role? So we look at people who are beyond just achieving a task. They do it because they enjoy doing it, and they want to learn beyond, go beyond. Like if I give them a goal, they'll achieve that goal, but then they'll go two steps ahead, trying to make it even further just because they want to, because they enjoy doing that. That is a streak we look at. And yes, of course, having awareness about all these tools is very important there. And it's like a learning path. So when we hire somebody, we see that they're always interested in learning new stuff. So if somebody is going to be using ChatGPT already, yes, we will give them a plus point. Okay, you are exploring how you can make yourself more efficient or how you can add greater value. So no matter what we are doing, using these tools, it gives you a plus point in all aspects. Yes.
Thank you for giving this out as to how you are actually looking at ChatGPT both as an enabler and how you're looking at it as in somebody whom you are looking at, your prospective employee who approaches you. So now that brings me to the question that Handy Solver, your company has helped us in so many ways over the years to towards this. You yourself have helped us to making this platform. Can you please tell us about a little bit about Handy Solver?
Yes, sure. So at Handy Solver, we have been involved in building software solutions for clients around the world. The major focus has been on web applications and software as a service. And then I have another line of work, which is a Bring Your Business Online. And over there, I provide consultancy regarding any technical implementation that you're looking at. So that is more of my personal brand. It is BringYourBusiness.Online, and so these are the two platforms. Like this website that we built for MRO Digest. So that was a WordPress website. So I'm able to consult regarding what is the right platform, what is the right way to proceed. So like WordPress, if you look at, it's not necessarily the best, because everything has its pros and cons. So the thing about WordPress is that we could have also built the website on Wix, for example, right? Or Squarespace, and there are many portals like that which are like low code or no code, and we built it in WordPress. You can also just hire a firm to make it from scratch, right? So the advantage in this particular scenario was that WordPress fit in well, because we were not very particular about how the design. We wanted the functionality should look neat, and we wanted it quick, and something that we can. It is also no coding, because you are able to have a backend where you're able to write articles, and you are able to um, manage the forum, for example, right? Whether to allow a comment or not, deny a comment, so all those features were coming. But WordPress also has certain drawbacks. One is that its security is always at a risk, so you have to have a good hosting, a managed hosting. And managed hosting means the hosting looks after some of the security patches, and updating WordPress and updating the plugins automatically on a regular basis. And the other thing is that WordPress tends to become very bloated, and if you install too many plugins, it kind of slows your website down, and also brings in security issues at times. So you have to be very particular about which plugins you want to install. So, and various caching mechanisms for speed of the website uh, can be looked at. And there should be mechanism for regular backups. Like if an upgrade kind of disturbs your website, and you're able to revert back. So WordPress is a little more hands-on. And there's one more advantage of words. So these are some of the things, like it's a little more difficult to manage. But one big advantage is that it is open source. So you kind of own the website. You can always change the hosting. If you set it up on Wix or something, then you are kind of locked in with the platform that you built it on. So I'm able to give technical consultation regarding which approach is best based on what is your requirement, and if the requirement matches well with our ability as a company, what we do, then we also are able to implement things. Otherwise, I'm able to also provide consultation on how to um, pick up third-party freelancers or companies who might be able to achieve your task. So BringYourBusiness.Online is where you may find me for any consultation. And if we are looking at any web application or software development, then handysolver.com is where you might find more about us.
Yes, good to see. And normally when we look at any website, we look at what is the output given to us. We don't really know what is working behind. You have given a little idea about the variety of approaches which are there. So it's obvious that one size fits all is not a thing which works here.
Yes.
So supposing somebody approaches you on Bring Your Business Online, which is also like personal brand building or brand building of your business. So how will you go about appreciating the sort of approach you should follow to solve what they want, or how will you provide the software as a service, or whatever you would like to do through that, so that the requirement of the person is met quickly and in an economically viable manner, because both the things, it has to happen very quickly and it has to be viable to the person. So could you tell something about that?
Yes. So what happens is that just like every solution or every product has its own pros and cons, just like that, every client has his own likes and dislikes, or what is more important or less important. So the purpose the purpose that I have to fulfill by being a consultant is to match what will be the appropriate solution based on the what is the client, what the client is looking at. So because I have clients who come to me who are looking, who are very particular about the design, not so much about the functionality. Then I have some clients who want the functionality should be out quick. The design can be, I leave it to you, for example, design. Then some will come that I want it fast. Some will say, no, budget matters to me. Time is not that much of a sense. So based on what is your priority, as we are able to decipher what kind of solution will meet your requirement the best. And if internally we are not able to solve it, then be able to connect you to any third party provider who will best fit what you are looking at. So yeah, that's how I come in. Like I understand through my query sessions and my interaction what you're looking at, and then I'm able to suggest what best matches your need. So yes, that's how the approach. Yes.
That's thank you for that. So recently you completed this certification course with Purdue University on digital transformation. So
Yes.
tell us, with that certification which you have recently completed, how does it empower you to deliver your service which you are providing as far as digital transformation? What sort of consultancy you can provide on that aspect, generally speaking, and also towards the MRO, if you could sort of throw some light on that?
Yes. So I did a interesting course from Purdue and on digital transformation. So it made me abreast with the latest trends to start with, and allowed me to open my horizons regarding how we can apply digital transformation to uh, various existing ways of doing things. So first, the digitization has to happen. At least you have to start collecting the data, collecting the content, and then transformation happens where you're able to analyze all the data and bring in processes which are bringing that kind of efficiency or insights and improving the intercommunication between within the team and also with the client. So end of the day, that is the main purpose. Transformation is again a means to an end. All these steps of digital transformation, like even ChatGPT, are means to a better end. And the end is always the same, that we want to improve the efficiency of our products and services and increase the value that we are able to create. And so, so digital transformation in MRO is also going to be of great sense in various aspects. For example, now I'm trying to recall examples I had gone over at that. There's an Industrial Revolution 4 happening, for example, right? And there is no limit to the kind of data we can collect in the today's in technology and infrastructure that is coming. So one level is where you're able to digitize everything. Anything that is happening on paper or just Excel sheets can be put up on a platform. So how all the operations, internal operations, can be transformed in how they're happening and how your interaction with the clients is happening. And once you digitize all of this, then you get a lot of data to pick out the trends of how failures happen and where success happens, and that is able to help you project where your resources have to be utilized and where they are getting wasted. And so like in MRO, a simple thing like a lot of sensors, if they're applied, gives us a lot of data, which helps us make better decisions and is also able to predict maybe breakages or when maintenance is going to be due. And when it comes to training, a lot of virtual reality and augmented reality is being played around. Recently, Apple had its launch last, I think, just 1 week back, where they have brought in those goggles, and they're investing it in a big way. This virtual reality. They are also, like they were saying, as a developer also, you can have those goggles on and a big screen here and a big screen there and a virtual keyboard. So, and whether it is entertainment or whether it's training or training through and in an entertaining way, right? And or whether it's efficiency at work. So whether how you interact with each other, like we having this call in this form, but if I'm wearing the goggles, I will feel like I'm in the place, and we are sitting in a conference room, like the metaverse, and having a conversation face to face, right? So all this is what the digital transformation is doing, like augmented reality, virtual reality, and of course the data science, machine learning, which are helping us with predictions, and sensors, which are edge computing. Like a lot of decisions get made in edge computing at the like internet is good, but it takes time, and decisions have to be very fast. Then you can imagine there's a small computer right at the end point where the sensor is, and it's making a decision there and then. And so the edge computing is coming in a big way. So yes, all of these things is how digital transformation is affecting MRO as well as everything else in the world.
Well, thank you very much, Rahul, for your insights and for the support you have given to
Thank
our
you.
platform and the technical support over the past year. So, viewers, with that, we come to an end to this particular interview with one of our members, Rahul Singh Matharu, who is also a member, not only a member, is also the technical force behind the platform, MRO Digest.com and MRO Digest Forums.com. He has mentioned about the work he is doing and, for example, his own company, which is running for the last 1 decade, which is handysolver.com. And the personal brand building and business brand building website, service which they are now providing through their BringYourBusiness.Online. So the links to these are available in the show notes below. If you want to find out more, please go ahead, have a look at them. And thank you very much for listening to this interview with Rahul. And we look forward to bringing interviews with more of our members in the near future, in the days ahead, so that you can get to know them better. And their content is already there, a lot of content on our YouTube channel. With that, I will once again thanking Rahul for interacting with us today. I'll bring this particular interview to a close. Thank you, viewers, for listening in. Jai Hind.
Thank you. Jai Hind.